Basketball supremacy. Carleton and UBC meeting at Scotiabank Place in Ottawa for the right to call themselves national champions.
Thank you for making all that noise tonight. We really appreciate it. You're far too kind. Can I get an encore? Do you want more? Cook and roll with the Brooklyn Boys. For one last time, need y'all to roll.
And here come the Ravens.
What the hell are you waiting for? After me, there should be no more. So for one last time, people make some noise. Who you know fresher than whole? Riddle me that. The rest of y'all know where I'm lyrically at. Can't none of y'all mirror me back. Yeah, hear me rap. It's like Angie rap. Young Angie rap. On the break bread, I'm in Boeing Jets, Global Express. Out the country, but the blueberry still.
Step back triple. Is the bank open at Scotiabank Place?
Grand opening, grand closing. Damn your manhole, crack the can open again.
And the can is on fire.
Inspiration. So you gonna see you can't replace him with cheap imitation. Can I get an encore? Do you want more? Cook him
Off the screen, buried it. Nice grill from the Halifax kid.
Be at an all-time high. Perfect time to say goodbye. When I come back like Jordan, wearing the 4-5. It ain't to play games with you.
Stu Turnbull for the win. He got it. He gets it. He got it.
I came, I saw, I conquered. Record sales, sold out concerts. So if you want this encore, I need you to scream until your lungs get sore.
The #1 Carleton Ravens, a powerhouse in CIS men's basketball, trying to win their 6th national title in 7 years, versus the UBC Thunderbirds in the national championship for the first time since 1987, trying to win their 3rd championship overall and the first since 1972. As we welcome you to Scotiabank Place in Ottawa, Ontario, I'm Adnan Burke. It is great to have you with us. UBC, first in the Canada West standings this year, leading in both offense and defense, and they're the only team besides Carleton to top the National Coaches Poll all year. That was back in week 3. They were ranked in the top 3 all year. As for the Carleton Ravens, they're trying to win a 6th straight national championship before being upset by Acadia in last year's semifinal. This year, they demolished St. FX 94-57 in the quarterfinal, and then endured another scintillating semifinal yesterday. With more on that, let's join the men calling the action, Tim McAuliffe and Sherman Hamilton. Guys.
Thank you, Adnan. And we knew we were getting a jump on March Madness, but we didn't know it was going to be this crazy. The city still abuzz after a scintillating semifinal Saturday, and the kid we deem the ultimate warrior, Stu Turnbull, after missing 2 free throws with 12 seconds left on the clock, came through with sweet redemption, Sherm.
Talking about the ability to refocus, getting his head in the right place to make a game-winning decision. Just does a great job knocking down that jump shot, and the confidence was there for the 5th-year man.
Yet even amidst the madness, there was one man with his eye still on the ultimate prize. Coach Dave Smart can't even crack the smile.
Hey, he understands they haven't reached their goal. This was a process, but they are not at the end.
To avoid needing another miracle, Smart will need to get more out of his nephew, former National Player of the Year, Aaron Dornicamp.
Well, he has to show up. He has to stay out of foul trouble. He has to be a force in the paint. He has to answer the call in the biggest game of his career.
UBC earned their spot in the final thanks in large part to a season-high 34 from their dynamic guard, Chris Dyck.
Talk about the ability to change the game with his jump shot, getting to the basket, and did a great job at the back end of the shot clock, breaking people down off of screen and roll scenarios and creating offense for his team.
Sherman, the past people have questioned whether Coach Kevin Hansen, because of the great depth on his team, had a go-to guy. They don't need to question anymore.
They have their answer.
2 of the very best in the nation, 2 contrasting styles playing for the right to call themselves national champions. You, my friends, if we get anything like we had yesterday, need to sit back, relax, and enjoy the next 2.5 hours with us here on The Score. Let's send it back to Adnan Burke. Adnan.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. Nice job teeing us up, as always. Do not forget, at the half, Rock Coach Ken Murray, plus members of last year's championship-winning squad, plus Concordia's John Doerr, and our man Cabby's in the house as well. For now, we'll take a break. When we come back, the last 2 times these sides face each other, UBC beat Carleton. Tim and Sherman with the tip next.
your after-workout routine slowing you down? Get up to speed. Many studies show that 30 minutes after you work out, your body could use carbs and protein. Chocolate milk has protein to help you build and repair body tissues. Chocolate milk, it'll move you.
Enterprise rent-a-car for my trip? Looks expensive.
It's not expensive, Mom.
They pick us up? Sounds expensive.
Pickup's free, Mom.
Well, if it's not expensive, why didn't you rent me a bigger car?
Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
Those are the new BK burger shots, right? Check this out.
Look at those tiny little burgers. Adorable. I just want to squeeze them.
Squeeze away.
New BK Burger Shots. Tiny burgers, big flame broiled taste.
The Score's coverage of the 2009 CIS Men's Basketball Championship is brought to you by Milk. Recharge with Milk. By your local Mitsubishi dealers. Come visit us today and drive the best back cars in the world. By CN, North America's Railway. And by Spalding, true to the game. The 31-3 UBC Thunderbirds, the 35-1 Carleton Ravens for the WP McGee Trophy. Let's meet the starting lineups and our public address announcer, Rob Harris.
Maintenant, voici les alignants partants. Now introducing the starting lineup for both teams. From UBC, at guard, number 4, Josh White. From Carleton, at guard, number 3, Mike Kenny. From UBC, at guard, number 8, Chris Dyck. From Carleton, at guard, number 13, Stu Turbo. From UBC, at guard, number 11, Kyle Watson. From Carleton, at guard, number 33, Ross Saunders. From UBC, at guard, number 14, Matt Rachel. From Carleton, at number 42, Aaron Dornica. From UBC, at number 12, Bryson Cool. From Carleton, at number 45, Kevin McLeary. Les entraîneurs en chef, the head coaches from UBC in his 9th season, Kevin Hansen. And from Carleton in his 10th season, Dave Smart.
Today's starting lineups brought to you by Spalding, true to the game. And as we get the X factors from our former one guard, we get a pair of point guards starting with Josh White.
Well, Josh White's going to have to be very effective in terms of running his team, scoring a little bit to keep the balance at the point guard spot, but he has to be a solid defender there as well.
For the Carleton Ravens, look no further than Mike Kenny.
And Mike Kenny's a guy with his shot. He can create a lot of space for the Carleton offense, but he's going to have to step up defensively.